Alright, y'all, so we got Derek Israel with us today, aka Corleone.
King Corleone.
King Corleone, aka King Corleone. And his story is kind of crazy, y'all. He got hit by a train when he was younger and everything. So I'm gonna just let him break down everything for y'all, where he grew up from, where he's from, and how everything started.
Well, I grew up in a little village, Block 17, Allgill Gardens. Anybody knows Chicago's down the street from Rosebud Farm, where it stank at with a smog at, it smelled like a bunch of dead bodies. So particularly how I got hit by a train is being disobedient. I wanted to spend the night at my auntie house with the boys. They got mad, it was Palm.
Well, first you gotta tell people where you from.
Allgill Gardens, Chicago.
Okay, Chicago. Yeah, you did say that. Okay,
Yeah, Chicago.
for sure.
So, now back to what I was saying, like, I wanted to spend the night. Mother didn't want me to spend the night, so I'm like, okay. So my bros came to the window, threw a rock at the window, and like, man, I'm gonna sneak out the window. Snuck out the window.
How old was you at this time?
Man, I was 7.
You was 7 years old?
7 years
Trying
old.
to sneak out in Chicago.
Sneak out, man. Like a little rebel, man, like a little dude off the South Central, you know what I'm saying, the movie.
Yeah.
Like a bumpy, so bad, just bad, bro.
Yeah.
Grew up without a father, that's what happened, man. Single parent, 3 children, striving,
Do you think it's more rough in Chicago back then or now?
Now.
Because of the YNs? Is that what it is?
It's the young dudes, no respect. No respect for the elders, just no respect, period. And then, when I was locked up and what I was seeing, I was locked up for a trumped-up charge, driving charge, that they sitting up here, kids get caught with guns and they let them right back out. With no probation, no nothing. And they go right back and do the same thing. Same things, like they promote it.
Yeah.
Like they promote the violence, want these kids to do, violence. And then when I'm up on, let me say one time, on 79th Street, and this guy was disrespecting an elder. I'm in a wheelchair, and I'm zero tolerance about respect, when it comes to the elders. So dude was drunk, disrespecting the elder, he jumped in my face. Just so happened, they knocked him out on the bus. Bus driver pulled over, left the door open and everything like that. I did like Chris on Boys and Hoods, jumped down in my wheelchair. I'm going down the block.
That's crazy. So let's start with back when your cousin tried to sneak you out. So your cousin was trying to sneak you out.
No, it was my bro. It was my bro that stayed on the block. His name Monty. Monty G. He got a podcast called Fair Mention now. We both grew up. We both try to be successful in life. Sure. And he the one who saved my life from the train accident. Matter of fact, went over.
Walk us through everything. How it started. You snuck out, so you snuck out the house.
We get playing. We go to the park. We're going to Golden Gate Park. We started playing, but we wanted to go to this park across the tracks called Eden Green Park. So somehow he told me we get to playing, on the track, putting rocks, coins on the tracks, whatever what kids do.
Yeah.
Just somehow, he say, this is what he told me. He told me that I tried to jump on the train, hold on to the ladder, and I slipped, and somehow the force of my body, swung up under the wheel. And as you know, I blacked out, rolled into some bushes. He talking to me like, woo, 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 woo. I told him go get my mother. I blanked out. I guess I blanked out, went into shock or whatever. And that's
so you actually don't even remember what happened. You don't even remember you grabbing the thing. You don't remember like how it happened, like exactly.
I don't remember how it happened.
Whoa.
But one thing I do remember is a beautiful being. Told me it was one of my time, and walked me back. And when he walked me back, and I came back.
This was right when it was happening. This
when it happened. I felt like I was dead.
Yeah.
But
you blacked out.
I blacked out. Then I woke up in the hospital, UIC. It's funny that everything that happened to me is like it was pertaining to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like Garden of Eden. Me being hit by a train down the street from Golden Gate Park. And then when I wake up in the hospital, UIC. And then you just, it dawned on you, as you get older, you put it together. It wasn't nothing but the Lord, you know what I mean? And then you think about when I got hit by the train, it was Palm Sunday, one of God's holiest days. But as I got older, I realized what I did to God. I was with my friends being bad, and I broke into the church and took God candles.
That night?
No, that was 3 weeks before that. I got hit by a train. And my mother whooped me all the way back to the church and made me take the candles back and this and that. But me being bad, God had to slow me down. And I feel like he had to slow me down, and it happened. But I still woke up with a smile in the hospital, though. That's the great thing about it, that I was alive. And then,
so was you like in a coma or anything?
Yeah, I was in a coma for about 3 weeks.
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks, woke up.
So like when that incident happened, when you woke up in the hospital, were your legs gone already?
Gone.
It was just gone.
Gone. And
wow.
The thing about it, I ain't really feel no pain. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't really feel no pain. And I saw my mother crying, and everybody around. But I woke up with a smile, bro. Like, for real. I was like, this is a tragic moment, and I'm sitting up in the hospital still smiling.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing, man, and like, I feel like that was the day I met the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like now in life, now he calling on me to do something for him, a task, for being my task of.
So when that happened, did you like you said, you went into like a whole other dimension, right?
Yeah, it was a whole.
Like walk us through that. Like how was that? Like,
it was like. It was just like clouds everywhere, and it was like a mist. But at the same time, the person was next to me. He was glowing like a real bright glow, but I couldn't see his face. I see his face, but he held my hand. And then, the feeling I got from him was just like, it was the most beautiful love you ever could imagine, like peaceful. But I guess he knew that it wasn't my time. It was going to devastate my mother for what my mother went through, by me when I was born, 7 months in the oven. So when you really look at it.
What you mean? 7 months in the oven?
7 months in the oven. I mean, when I'm back, when I was 7 months in the oven. 7 months in the oven, I was in my mama's jacuzzi tub, just listening, what's going on in the family. Just, to find out that my father killed my mama's brother in front of the whole family. While I was 7 months in the oven. And I didn't find out till I was 3. And
so your father was locked up.
Locked up murdering my uncle.
So he's still locked up right now?
No, he ain't locked up. He passed away. And the funny thing about it, he passed away 3 days after the anniversary of my train accident, about 4 years ago.
Did you have a relationship with him?
Yeah, I had a relationship with him. It wasn't.
How'd you feel about this situation? Even though you wasn't born, how do you feel about that situation?
I think once I found out the truth, when you come down from the celestial world, it's to break cycles. Break cycles in the family. And that's all my life I've been trying to do in my family, even though I look like my father as a murderer. And then I feel like that happened in 78. I was born in 78, completion and rebirth. And I was hit by a train on April 12th, 87. Birth and completion. So I look at it like, my whole life I've been trying to patch up what he done wrong to the family. It was a huge blow in the Thompson family, of what my father did. My mom's being blamed from, killing her brother, getting her brother killed, And I had to witness my mother beating herself up emotionally, mentally, even took it out on me just for looking like my father. You know, the whoopings and the whoopings from my grandmother, this and that, not knowing why I'm being whooped. You know, so with that being said, it was a rough childhood for me, but beautiful childhood at the same time.
Let's take it back a little bit, because I want to take it back to when, you know, you said you went to the other dimension, you know. Like, I know right when it happened, you said you felt like, you know, someone was walking with you and you felt good and everything. Is there anything else that you maybe like witnessed or you could remember that you was seeing before you like woke up in the hospital or something?
Oh, I can't remember.
You just that was the only thing that was happening.
That's the only thing I
time.
could remember,
Wow.
and I didn't remember this. He didn't allow me to remember this till I got much older. You know what I'm saying? To like reflect, like
okay.
I was there. I was always there. You know, through every critical moments in your life, I was there.
Yeah.
And it's I can't explain it, bro, but God give bits and pieces to you in life to let you know. He got a sense of humor. Yeah. And it'll dawn on you like, hold on, where that memory come from? And it be just like that, you know what I mean? So when I started realizing that he brought me back for his will, not mine, you know, he allowed me to live. He allowed me to learn life. I maybe had no father. My father was locked up, but he was guiding me. He was always protecting me. Because my mother raised me with passion and love. You know, knock on the door back in the day, get a cup of sugar, this and that, everything.
That's the era I'm from.
You know, Kool-Aid, this and that, woo-woo. Yeah. And I'm still like that to this day. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stop being who the way I am because somebody want to trespass against me.
So how was it growing up? Like, you know, because you said this happened at 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how was it just going to school, just?
Oh man, I had the coolest bros, man, up in Robbins. You know, man, everywhere I moved, you know, they pushing me through the snow and going to school. You know what I'm saying? Snowball fights, wrestling, playing, climbing roofs, man, just doing whatever, man. It's like a normal kid trying to fit in without the toes. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, everybody was like, man, Joe, you amazing, bro. You know, you get by a train, you still can ride a bike. You still can do this, you still do that. You climbing roofs. And I'm like, man, bro, you the man. I'm like, yeah. So I had a lot of, man, cool friends. Ray, Leonard, Marcus, you know, Cabin. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of bros, you know. My mom's, you know, kind of moved me town to town, you know, trying to protect me because he put me in the newspaper talking about how much I'm worth, you know, because she knew the real benefactor of how people want money, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I wasn't worried about that. I was just trying to be a kid.
So, like, since it happened so young, do you feel like sometimes that you feel like maybe you didn't get a fair chance at life type of thing? Have you ever felt like that before? Like,
nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, man, I was trying to do everything, man, you know. Got my first set of legs, man. I'm riding bikes. You know, even my cousin, she hopped on the bike with me one time.
Oh, so you had like, I
had prosthetic legs.
Okay,
I had prosthetic legs.
Okay.
And I only had one on.
Okay.
And my cousin, Tanika, she was so cool with it. She's like, cuz, I'll help you ride the bike. So we get on the 10 speed. I got this leg on, strapped to this leg.
So you just pedaling one leg?
Pedaling one leg. She on the back with the other leg. She pedaling with me.
Man. That's funny.
We in Robbins, Illinois, so we go through this little path, and this pit bull got to chasing us, right? So we both paddling. We looking like we in a circus. We in a circus riding.
So how'd you end up losing the other prosthetic leg? What happened to that?
Oh, the prosthetic leg I got now? Oh, man, I lost that doing storage. Then my other
storage?
Yeah, do storage. That's my recent one, but my old prosthetic, I outgrew it. That was my best prosthetic leg ever in life.
Wow.
You know, he kind of made you up of dead presidents when he took off his leg and he started beating people with it. But I used to take my leg off and throw it at people and hit them back in the head with it, bro. I was dirty, man. You know, I feel like they were trying to take advantage of me because I ain't had no toes and I had a little chip on myself, like, man, you got toes, you know, and some, man, I got into fights with people put feet on me, and you know, I put my feet back on them. So they turn around, I hit them in the back of the head with the feet. So, hey, man, that's me, man. I just got a sense of humor, man, with life. You got to, man.
So, okay, have you ever, like, had an experience where you seen, like, demons or anything? What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen both sides of the field. Some both sides of the field,
You got any crazy stories or anything? You know, because I be hearing stories from Chicago all the time about people seeing just...
Now, I ain't no seeing demons.
Yeah.
It's just saying, you know what I'm saying? It's about when you deny God when he called you. And then he give you a choice, an ultimatum. You want this side or you want that side? And I saw both, even with my parents. You know, I was in a mess, partying, kicking it, you know, doing my thing. Boom. One girl, you know, I ain't gonna say her name and everything, but we in a room over there by Great America. We popping X pills, we kicking it, smoking weed, boom, boom. And then she, you know, she tell me, why is you controlling me with your mind powers and this and that, woo, woo, like, why is you in my thoughts? Like, what you talking about? You telling me do this, do that? I'm like, huh? And then I'm like, you got some type of psychic power over me. I'm like, hold on, what you talking about? And then she know, she say, you the devil. I'm like, what? What the hell you talking about? And then she like, I started thinking about it. She got me creeping out, you know, freaking out. So I started tripping, so I leave the room. Another time, I was in Antioch and kicking with this girl and this and that. You know, God told me, stop doing what you're doing. And then I ain't stopped. Then she, you know, I see somebody run down the street. It's like the movie Devil Advocate. He run down the street, slow motion, he turn around and look at me, I see red eyes. I was like, oh, hell no, what the fuck going on? I literally jumped in my van with my boxer shorts on, dip off, ended up in Skokie, sideswipe a couple cars, this and that, woo woo, ended up in jail. Woke up, thought it was all a dream.
You said, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So you did you have a wheelchair at this time?
No, I had my prosthetic leg.
Oh, so you was in jail with your prosthetic leg?
Prosthetic leg.
Okay.
And
so has there ever been a situation where you went to jail when you're in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
And they take you have to have your wheelchair in there, right?
No, they took me to jail without my wheelchair.
You can't take that in there?
No, they took me to jail without my wheelchair.
So
they had to give me a wheelchair when I got there.
Oh, okay, they give you a second one.
Right.
Okay.
You know, man, the police so dirty, they don't care.
How was that wheelchair compared to yours?
I don't know. It was okay. I broke it. I broke it. I be jumping off the curves and everything, you know, breaking the spokes and everything. You know, I'm real aggressive with wheelchairs. You know, I even go downstairs with them, you know. So, you know, but two sides of the story, you know. Seeing demons when God call on you, you better listen. Because he'll open up some realms where you see some things like paranormal activity like you see on the TV. It actually be true because, you know, you can feel the presence with you. You can feel your head stand up. And that's why, you know, right now in time of life, I'm not playing with God. He showed me both sides of the field, like where you want to go. I want to be on there. I want to be up there with my brothers and sisters in heaven, you know, where my treasures at. Because that was a lie. I'll tell you that right now.
So like growing up, was you on a straight and narrow because of that happened to you?
No, I feel like the devil was at me the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I was in Robbins, I forgot to tell you this. When I was in Robbins, I was playing with my sister. It was Christmas. And my sister playing in the living room. She on my neck, this and that. And I'm on hands and knees. She on my back, I'm crawling. And it just so happened, my mother take a picture. In this picture.
Take a picture of.
In this picture.
Of what? You guys?
Me and my sister, we got on all white pajamas, you know. Pajamas and everything. And there's a cloud over us like this.
Like a black cloud?
It's a white cloud, but it's a figure, like a shadow, over me and my sister like this. like it was trying to
They
get
had a
us.
face. Did they have a
It
face?
had no
It
face,
was just
no nothing. It
arms.
was just like a body, outline of a body.
Wow.
And the funny thing about it, and I think about it, they say people who escape death and this and that.
And that was before you lost your leg. That picture.
That was right after I lost my legs. Right after, in 88.
So you was like, what, you was like
Christmas.
eight or 9?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
It was 1988, Christmas. And my
you
sister
still have that picture?
My sister still got that
We're
picture.
gonna have to get that and show that to the people.
You know, and I feel like Lucifer been after me for a long time. You know, I feel like he's been trying to get friends to hurt me, trying to get my first wife to hurt me, my cousin to hurt me.
Your first wife. So what, you had a situation with your first wife?
My first wife introduced me to this guy named Regis. And somehow I was riding my motorcycle. I'm over here in the south side of Chicago. And she introduced me to this guy. Say, woo. I found out Regis got a baby by my cousin on my mother's side of the family. And I feel like everybody was set up with me. She was trying to get me killed to take my money. And when I come around the corner...
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. I forgot. We got to talk about that part, too.
I feel like she's getting me killed. And when I come around the corner on my Hayabusa, turn left, Regis come between two cars and shoot at me 15 times. That's when I first felt out like, I feel like I had like powers or something. Cause the bullets went in slow motion. I just leaned to the side. I had my right leg on, I had my left leg on. I just leaned to the side. And I literally look at the bullets go slow motion past my head. Not one bullet hit me.
You was laying down in the car?
I was on my motorcycle.
Oh.
I turned the corner on my Hayabusa. Left turn. He come from this side.
And you was riding that with a prosthetic leg? Just one of them?
One of my legs.
Crazy.
And when he came, I saw him. When I say where that bar stool at, he was at like this. This is how close he was. And we were like, how could he miss? And then for me to see the bullets move in slow motion, and I leaned to the side and just looked. Not one bullet hit me.
Yeah.
And they said, about the grace of the Lord. He always been with me, man. Every step of the way, brother. When I say every step of the way, that's not the only time. This is one episode. I can tell you episode after episode after episode.
So right. So when that happened, you obviously got some settlement money, right?
So, yes.
But you couldn't get it till you was 18, right?
Right. My mama didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
So when you turned 18, how much was the settlement?
18.9 million.
The settlement was 18.9 million. So you got 18.9 million.
And 18.9 million minus the 33% of my lawyer fee.
Okay. But they took taxes too. No, they can't take taxes out of that.
Oh yeah, believe me, the government came and got their meal
so how much
quick.
did you end up taking away? Like what?
Taking away? I ended up taking away about 14, 13, you know. And my mother invested a lot of money into annuity and this and that. Fucked up on some of that too. You know what I'm saying? Being young, out of fathers, no structure, no help, no nothing. Nobody show you nothing. So
you was living like an extravagant type of life.
Extravagant type of life. Anything Tupac put up on the video.
Like, what's name some of the stuff that you can remember you just doing? Like what was one of your biggest, craziest dumb purchases when you think back and be like,
a dumb purchase?
Yeah, just a big dumb purchase that you did.
Me throwing $300,000 on the table and buying Chevelles, GTO goats, mobile homes, boats, and me riding with $500,000 in the back of my Benz, doing whatever hell I want to do in time.
So what happened? You don't have any of that stuff. What happened to that stuff?
What happened? Being young and dumb, man, not knowing what you have. No structure.
You just ended up starting losing stuff over time.
Losing stuff, man, selling stuff, doing stuff, just doing dumb things, you know what I'm saying? You know, my brother at war.
How long did it take you to lose that money?
I necessarily didn't lose all of it. You know what I'm saying? I had to liquidate things because, you know, my baby mothers was going to, you know, Gentiles, the white man, trying to stick me up, you know what I'm saying? He used a system they garnished my money out my bank account. So my mother, by her being wise, she said liquidate everything and put it in Switzerland in a safe deposit box. So right now, the government don't want to give me my passport back.
So you have money somewhere that
yeah,
you
I got
can't
money.
access?
Yeah, I got money put up.
That's crazy. But you can't access it right now.
I can't access it right now because, simple fact, my third baby mother came to the courtroom, signed a piece of paper, stopped me from paying $1.4 million. They wanted to pay $700,000 up front, $10,000 a month. And my baby mother, I had to wait till she get a little older and wiser in the head that they were not in the bedroom with us when we conceived this child. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to give you all that money. They're going to treat you like a baby too. You know what I'm saying? They're going to give you little payments, but they're going to use my money for their own personal reasons.
Right.
And then she probably understood it, signed the paper. I cashed some of my annuity in and hit over about 30 bands, you know what I'm saying? And keep her smoothed over real quick. And she opened up a business. She taking good care of herself and everything, you know what I'm saying? That's all I try to do with every last one of my bills. You get your lawyer, I get my lawyer, we sit down, we talk like real parents, what do our child need, whatever it is. But no, they want to go over there and run to the system, to the white man, and think they going to help you because you using their little food stamps, your little Section 8 and everything else, trying to take down a Hebrew king. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to give y'all the satisfaction.
So, how much money do you have that you can't access? Like, how much, like, I don't know if you want to put that out there, but.
Yeah, put it away. I got some M's.
So why can't you access it? What's
they won't give me my passport back.
Well, you can travel overseas
yeah.
to check on it. Why won't they give it back?
Because every time I try to file bankruptcy, you know, do like they do, they won't let me file bankruptcy because they want to know what I got over there. They want to know what I got over there.
Before you file bankruptcy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They want to know what I got over there. Because I made a mockery of them in the courtroom. So now they want to come after you. You know how America is. They go want to steal your money, then they want to come after you. Like they do. They do the drug dealers the same way.
So do you think you will eventually get it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. If I gotta go drive a boat myself, if I gotta drive a plane and jump out the plane with a parachute, I'm gonna get to my bread. Trust me. I'm a black man. We improvise.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, it's just.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can get it. It'll just probably take you a lot of money to get lawyers to try to fight this.
See, everybody that's the whole thing. They've been taking advantage of me from the start. They've been stealing from me. Hey, Glenn,
so have you checked on it? Do you know it's still
Oh
there?
yeah, it's still there.
How often do you check on it?
At least around about twice a year.
Oh, twice a year.
Twice a
year.
year.
You think about it every day pretty much?
Man, you know what I could be doing right now.
Yeah, I know.
You know I could be doing what you be doing.
Right.
Putting my young people on in a better path, in a better position from where I learned that you got a lot of wolves, you got a lot of people who pretend like they get homies and they try to stab you in the back, they try to kill you, they try to do this. I ain't been through it all. But you know what? My Lord always had his hand on my shoulder, you know what I mean?
So did you still get into the life of crime?
Nah.
You just grew up and you just like, yeah.
I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I'm done with it. It was that it was the moment when the COVID came and they put me in the jail for a case back in 2008, a traffic case. But I guess God wanted me to be there.
You was in Cook County?
I was in Cook County.
So that's what I heard. That's like one of the worst jails.
Man, it depends on who you know.
What's some of the craziest things that you've seen, or what's one of the crazy, like something that you might, you know how sometimes you lay down at night, you know, there's a random thought pop in your head. What's something that continuously pops in your head, like about?
Oh man, seeing guys acting like they fruity, and you wake up in the night and they up in the bathroom messing with this Geechee.
You talking about the dudes who act real thuggish?
They're thuggish.
Thug
and then they
dudes.
go in the bathroom middle of the night where everybody's sleeping in the pod and messing with a Geechee.
So you seen that?
Yeah, I possibly seen yeah.
How'd you react? Like,
You know
yeah, like yeah.
Hey, I kept on looking at that front door, figuring a way how to get up out that front door, working the hell out that low library. It just so happened one of the coldest public defender, whatever her name is, Miss Desiree something. She was cold. She helped me beat my case right off back. She said, "Just tell the judge this."
So like I guess you were talking about like some crazy Chicago like jail stories. Is there anything else that you could remember that sticks out to you that kind of like happened in there?
Um, no, not really. Not really. Just doing time. You know, my bro from Block 6, you know, Shorty Poe, telling me, "Hey, Coleon, man, just be cool. Just, hey, don't even pay attention to the youngest," you know what I mean? And what stuck out that I was on the phone with my family, and this little guy with the crescent moon to my hang up on. I looked at him like, "Hey, Shorty, you don't want to do that, bro."
Oh, you was on the phone.
I was on the
He was
phone.
talking about grabbing the phone from you and hanging
Grab
up.
my phones, hanging up on my children.
Yeah,
I'm talking to my little babies. And he like, phone check. I just looked at him like, "Hey, shorty, you don't want to do that."
that's right.
You know, people make a mistake in life, judging a book by its cover. Just because I ain't got no toes and only got one kneecap,
Yeah,
but I'm 10 toes down.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Like, for real. Like,
So like did you buy a house with that money? Like what?
yeah, I bought a house, lost a lot of things,
Right,
you know, through judgments and things in life, you know, baby mothers, you know, set my baby mother up, my other daughter in Spain, just, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Right.
And, you know, right now I'm just trying to iron my life out, you know, my poor baby mother, you know, did me dirty, you know, cashed in some of my annuity, got $350,000 I was locked up, she spent my bread. And messed up my credit. That's why the situation I'm in right now real bad. You know, just past year, got arrested on Christmas.
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
You know, my sister husband, been in our family for like 25 years. So he feel like he feel like he got a little money, he talk to person any kind of way, and I'm still, how you say, the head of the Thompson family. And you're not gonna disrespect me with money don't make the man. Man make the money. But as far as like respect, you're gonna show me my respect. But as far as you inviting me to come over, just where you try to, how you say, shit on me, that's not gonna happen, partner. You know what I'm saying? So I came with respect, but when you disrespect me, I'm like a real lion. You gonna have to strap your boots up, cause I ain't taking it up, in the Thompson family. You my sister husband. I respect you. I respect her. Now, as far as you trying to get disrespectful, like it ain't gonna happen.
So basically, yeah, like y'all got into an altercation and you end up getting arrested. And like ever since you said that was like last year.
Yeah.
So like ever since you basically got arrested, it's been kind of rough.
Yeah, it been rough. It been rough. It definitely been rough, because they won't allow me to leave the area of Wisconsin. You know, and
Who won?
the state.
The system. Okay.
You know, and I'm trying to go head to the hills, like in Montana somewhere, residing probably Montana or Nebraska. You know, that's where I want to be. You know what I'm saying right now.
Why those two?
Why those two? Off grid. Just want to be off grid, man. You know, live the countryside, the country life. I'm tired of the city life. Tired of looking at the news, kids killing kids. Nobody ain't trying to step up. You know, talk to these children about God, getting ready to crack the sky, trying to get their life together. You know what I'm saying? You know, through repentance and water baptism. It's like everybody's scared of the shortage because they got guns. Even the churches, you know, but they quick to pass the collection plate. But what is they doing with the money? Because they surely ain't helping the community. They ain't helping nobody in life. and I'm trying to be somebody to speak up. You know, hey, we had a good person named Charlie Kirk. He spoke up. Everybody needs to speak up. You know, these pastors need to get together and start communion and start, you know, being in these neighborhoods and seeing what's wrong. It starts with the church. If you say you're based on Christ, compassion, and love, where is it at? You know, our United States is just falling apart. I don't see no love. I don't see no love for the people, period.
What's some of the, because I know, you know, like I said, we haven't got into that yet, but we will, but you know, you be writing scriptures on the wall. I mean, not on the wall, but on the sidewalks and
on
stuff.
sidewalks in the middle of the highway, Highway 50. It's just like, everybody say panhandling, this and that, but there's a lot of compassion, people that love Christ and love each other, you know. And the Lord told me.
Do you feel like sometimes you have a right to panhandle because of your situation? Do you kind of feel
I don't even call it a panhandle. I just ask people to donate to me. Right. Donations, you know what I mean? Right. And I use my donation to keep a roof over my head. I ain't trying to live out my means. I'm just trying to get me an apartment, trying to get my stuff together, get my passport, get everything back situated, my driver's license, be a important part of life, you know. And if I can, I can open up a couple of non-profits called, you know, Build a Brother Up, Build a Sister Up, you know, something like that. And where people could talk. I've been going down the bridges, you know, they want me to come down there and start talking, you know. I want to be a factor in the community where a person don't come to that crossroad and making a judgment or a wrong judgment in their life. I want to put some positive thoughts in his mind and give him a better outcome in life in his situation. Don't for my mistakes in life. Because I made a whole lot of mistakes. You know, you think money going to, help you. You think this is going to get you out of this situation. It's not. It's a mental thing, you know what I'm saying? It's just about showing love, just showing some support, just being there. It's just like, some fathers, they run away from their problems. But you know what I'm saying? It's just the only thing you take is a happy meal and sit down with your child and just, maybe dealing with something. It don't necessarily take going shopping all the time and this and this and that. It's just being there, But some parents make it hard for a father to be a father. Because you figure you got to buy your kid Jordans. No, you got to do none of that. Let your kid pick their own stuff, you know what I'm saying? Let them exercise their own mind. You know what I'm saying? You see what they like to wear.
So have you worked jobs before?
Yeah, I worked Amazon. I worked in Wrigley Field, Tinley Park. I'm a great chef. That's what I want to do. I want me a food truck.
Cooking and stuff.
That's soul food, man. Oxtails, some grains, you know what I'm saying? With some gizzards up in it, turkey meat. Food for your soul, make you smile.
For sure. So, what's some of the craziest things that, like, I don't know, has people ever tried to just bully, I ain't gonna say bully you, but you get what I'm saying, like, just try to, like, talk mess with you or talk down
they
in your face and stuff like that?
Yeah, they try to do it. They try to do it, and you know what, and that's something I got to work on. My mental, you know what I'm saying? And, stop having a chip over my shoulder because the outcome be, it'll be bad for me, it'll be bad for them, but.
So people be riding, has somebody ever rode by and yelled out a slur?
Yeah, call me niggas, call me, get a job and all this and that, but.
And they clearly see what's going on and still just say that.
Yeah, there's just a lot of evil people out here. There's definitely a lot of evil people.
Have you ever seen someone that yelled that and then you seen them again somewhere?
Yeah, they threw a bag of quarters at me, tried to hit me with it. You know what I mean?
Oh.
They literally,
he threw it like a baseball or something.
Yeah. And he got some guys, he was in the truck coming from the Brock stop. And with the bro, hey, nigga, woo, 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 woo. But you know me, I say it with your chest, jump out the car. I'll show you a few things. Hey, I never ran from a fight. I never tucked my tail. You know what I mean? Hey, if I gotta go, I gotta go. But I'm ready for my other body anyway. I'm ready for the Lord to give my other body. But I'll be back down here with my bros and everything, Daniel, David, and everybody, because, everybody's time is up.
Right. So, okay. So, at what age did you start turning into the Bible and getting into that?
See, well, really, my last hoorah up in Cook County. And, you know, when the judge, Mr. Judge O'Brien, he retired, but his wife took the stand. They made me do 6 months drug class for a class back in 2008, whatever. I met this brother named Murder, met this brother named Bizarre, and did the deliverance up in the middle of the pod with 39 other brothers. And I feel like God sent them to cleanse my temple. And he cleansed my temple. In the middle, it felt like, you ever see the cover of The Conjurer when you just feel the entity leave your body?
That's what happened to you?
It happened to me in the middle of the pod. Everybody like, what's wrong with you?
Somebody was preaching to you or something?
No, it
just happened randomly?
It was a brother that had an anointed spirit on him. And he said he was just passing through to do something for God. And he said he was here for me, and Murder saying, I'm going to show you how to set a shrine up for the Lord. They said they passing through. But these guys had a spirit up on them, a humbleness, you know how you say, like, an energy, like, just a good energy. And they was going to class with me too, make sure it was funny. We rolling through Cook County. I got a brother on this side of my wheelchair, a brother on this side of the wheelchair, and I got a brother pushing me. And the talk is about Yahweh. We talking all the way to the classroom. Everybody in trouble.
But you in jail, right?
We in jail. We all going to the same class.